Hi guys, welcome back to South Bucks Bushcraft. Got some exciting news today. We have just landed ourselves some permission in a woodland local to where we live. I'm not giving away the location for obvious reasons, but it's our first night here. Yeah, proper hyped about this. Jay over there, Jacoby Catapults.
How you doing?
Check him out on Instagram. I'll put his Insta in the description below, and his YouTube as well. But yeah, here we are, all set up. That's me there, sleeping there tonight. That's Jay next to me. But yeah, it's beautiful little woodland. We're in the young wood, so there's like 3 or 4 different sections of woodland on this land that we can go to, but we chose to come to the young wood for tonight, scope it out a bit, have a little look round. Just gonna go and hunt for some firewood now to cook some dinner on. Hope you're all well. Sorry about the lack of videos. Been really busy with work and other stuff, but back out today, do a little video, and hopefully you'll all enjoy it. Yeah, any questions, please comment below. Comments really help out with the channel. Questions, whatever you want to know. Thinking about doing a Q&A in the next video, a couple of weeks. Let me know if you think it's worth it, if there's enough of you out there that's going to ask any questions. If not, I'll sack it off, no point. Yeah, let me know. Right guys. Silky big boy. Starting to spit.
Aye.
So it's starting to spit.
I think we'll be alright.
Just walking into camp. Walking into camp. And there we are. There we are. All set up. All set up. Lovely. Jay. So I got a problem, Jay.
What's that?
Left my fucking chair at work. Now I've got to try and find something to sit on.
You not got a seat mat with you?
Nah. Me and Jay got the same bags as well, just mine's green. Right, we're all set up, you know, I just told you that a minute ago. But treated myself to a £3.50 Northern Monk. Trust Edition, 6.2. All covering Jay in the background. Look, I could sit that on his head. Look. Canhead.
Canhead.
Should we give it the taste test? Let's give it the taste test. That ain't too bad. That's all right, that. Yeah. Gonna have one for the Queen later.
That's it, mate.
Right. Cheers.
Look at that. Fuck, it smells lovely.
from the Bushcraft show. Little spice kit, salt, pepper, different spices, oil. A nice little case from Nomads. Link in the description below for this.
Oh.
Do that.
There you go. Nice bit of wear and ice, not to worry. You obviously, when you were doing it up at Forest Commission to Arm and Trespass, 7 years in prison, man. Yeah, ridiculous is what it is. I'll give it to some chavvy, but you know, me and you get busted and then party takes it out. I'll take no busted. I got seriously, you're going to have to do it for Arm and Trespass. Set up here. Smell them.
Keeping it simples tonight. Just red Leicester cheese, beef burgers, a couple of buns, and some smoky bacon sauce. Barbecue sauce, sorry. Hot, hot. Hot but nice. Mmm.
Alright, I'm still waiting for mine.
Taste test for Burton Outdoors. So you had 24 hours. You got to get out. Other than Dartmoor, because you already told me Dartmoor. But you got 24 hours to get out, get to a location to survive. Where would you go?
Well, Dartmoor's 4.5 hours away. Carrigons in Scotland are 6.5 hours away. So it's going to be basically, if I was to bug out, I'd go to the most remotest place I could go to.
Yeah.
But it's got to have water and food.
Yeah.
So
Scotland would be.
Scotland would be good. Carrigons, anywhere around that sort of area, which is completely like the Cleveland Way up in Yorkshire. All them places that are completely remote, but they've got fresh water sources. That's the places I'd head. Because the one thing that we need within 7 days is water.
Yeah.
So no matter where you go, you've got to have a water source. You know what I mean? That's the first thing. And then the rest just got to follow. Because obviously hunting, you know, you don't go to somewhere like here and go, oh, well, I'm going to live for the rest of my life around here. Because you won't. Because you'll have to travel miles to get the food. You know, you'll have food here. And you'll have birds that roost here. But once you deplete them, you've got nothing. So to go somewhere like Dartmoor or like, say, Scotland or somewhere in Yorkshire, vast. They do have deer and they do have goat and they do have wild sheep and you know what I mean?
Once you're there, would you stay in one area and try?
No,
and
I'd be
thrive?
nomadic. I'd be nomadic because moving targets harder to hit.
Yeah.
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 Always. I'd always move. Be on the move.
I
You know,
agree.
month here, month there. You know, once you get comfortable, move on. Because if you're getting comfortable, you know you're slacking. So
you wouldn't try and make a little bit
no.
somewhere?
I don't think. I think until you knew what was going on within the situation, and maybe if the situation was just kept to the cities and the towns and that, then yeah, you probably would set up somewhere permanent, I think. But then if you set up somewhere permanent, you'd have defences and you'd have to.
Yeah.
Definitely. But bugging out is not all about war, or it could be a pandemic, it could be a virus. So it's just a matter of going somewhere to the most remote, in my mind, is to get to the most remote place where you've got a water source. That's the most important thing. Once you've got a water source, you've probably got fish, crayfish. You know, where you got water source, you've got mammals, because they're going to go to that water source to get water.
Would you grow the community or keep it just you?
No, you've got to keep. No, you got. Well, no, you'd have safety in numbers, but you wouldn't make it a community. You'd pockets.
Yeah.
And if you got too many people, then you'd split that up into pockets and say, look, you're gonna have to go here, we're gonna have to go there, and then maybe later we'll meet there, or you know, you'd have to have some sort of plan like that, because I don't think you can't hide well if you're in a big number. You can't.
No.
You know, and the hardest thing to hit is a moving target. So if you're bugging out because you're being hunted, then you want to keep on the move. If you're bugging out to get away from something, then yeah, you could do a permanent thing and have perimeters and not allow strangers in, and you could protect yourself. You know, if it was a pandemic, that's how I'd say it. If it was a pandemic, you'd probably sit somewhere, make it secure, fortified. It'd be fine in an area where you've got fresh water and food.
Yeah.
If it's war, where you could be hunted or you could be chased, then yeah, you'd have to keep moving all day long.
Yeah.
Month here, month there, or move with the seasons or something. But you could do it in England, because there is enough land where you could disappear quite easily. You could disappear in the Chilterns if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty difficult though.
Oh yeah, I don't think it'd be easy.
Like, we're just so you can't be more than 200 yards from
But
a footpath anywhere.
But
really,
if you had something like an EMP attack and everything digital was knocked out, that'd make life a lot easier.
Yeah.
Disappear.
Yeah.
If I had to disappear, the first thing that would go in the bin would be a mobile phone. I'd have a ham radio, but I'd bin the mobile phone. Radio's fine, it can't be traced and tracked. Mobile phone can. Loads of things you've got to think about if you're going to go down that path of bugging out. Bugging out is about going off radar. Bugging out is about surviving on your own and not relying on others and not being in a community and not being, you know, that's what bugging out is survival.
Yeah.
And you can't take on other people if you're limited with food or water. You've got to be ruthless.
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
So, you know, that's the thing about having a permanent camp. You've got a permanent camp for 3 or 4 months, and you're going to get stragglers come in, and then you take risk of bringing in disease or someone that wants to take it apart, or you know what I mean.
But it could be a good thing. You might get a stranger
Yes.
walk in that's a doctor.
Exactly that. But you could get one that comes in as a psychopath.
Well, then you deal with him
Yeah. I just think.
and eat him.
I think if it was me, I would keep it to a limited number, not too many. You know, not too many, because you've got to move. You know, if you're avoiding something, the best way of avoidance is movement. You know, if you're stood in front of me, you're sat there now eating my catapult. But if you're stood there going left to right, up down, I'm not less likely to eat my catapult, mate.
Yeah.
You know, and it's as simple as that. And when you're trying to bug out, the whole idea is avoiding being a target. You want to get away from the virus, or you want to get away from the war, because we are going to have, in 10 years' time, it is going to be a lot different. There are going to be riots from now till 10 years' time. There might even be a civil war or civil unrest at least. You know, the government might get taken over. They're doing a terrible job at the minute.
Yeah.
You've got to admit, and everyone thinks it. It's not just me and you. Everyone thinks it.
Yeah. Hopefully.
And you know, and then you get things like coups going on where you know the public end up taking over Parliament, and all these things could happen in England in the next 10 years, and they could do because of poverty, because of, you know, if you're going to stay in Aylesbury and poverty kicks in and the price of living goes up, you're not going to survive. If you go out in the wild with some few tools, money becomes completely irrelevant. It's all about eating, drinking, clothing, keeping warm and surviving. Once you've got them ones licked, you're happy as a pig and shit. You're happy as all the modern technology in the world now is not going to help you if we have an EMP attack. Because even my car, your van won't even run. If you've got a 125 little motorbike, that'll run.
Yeah.
That'll run. Or your old Mark 1 Escort, your old Mark 3 fucking Fiesta, that'll run. Nothing ever fucking else will, mate. We have an EMP attack. Everything you own now to this point in time will not work unless it's got distributor cap, you know, an air filter and a fucking spark plug, mate. Ain't gonna run. Ain't gonna run.
Yeah, not many people have that anymore.
No, and people don't think like that. But if we were to get attacked nowadays, that would be the more likely thing that would happen first. Would be an EMP attack and knock out all your digital. Then it would, your satellites would be taken out, and then it'd bomb the shit out of you because you'd be blind. Because that's what I would do if I was the leader of a country and I want to attack another country. Right, take out the satellites, take out the Wi-Fi, take out the digital. You're fucked. Because this day and age, me and you don't. I don't rely on digital. I could have none of this here now, and it wouldn't make the ounce of odds. So we even need that. Just put a candle on a stick, or I don't need it.
It's just convenient, isn't it?
Yeah, it's convenient. That's why we use things like that. If you want to move it, just slide it along. It's under. You got a ridge line there. Yeah.
Morning, guys. Oh, it's about 7:15, I think. We think we both had a bit of a rest this night with the noise. It's a pretty wild wood, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
The monkjack calling all night, and then the birds, and yeah. So I think we went to bed about midnight, and started off all right, and then about 3 o'clock, 3:30, the jacks start calling. Yeah, and there was 2 of them, one near us and one further down, and they were calling each other all night. Spitting now, but we've got some good coverage here. So, a couple of oaks, a couple of ash trees. Just getting on a brew in the old bush box and that. Yeah. Right, laters. So, tea, coming coffee. Lovely. 7:30. I think we're just gonna hang around for an hour and a half. Got no breakfast, stupidly. We're gonna hang around till about 9, half 9. And then yeah, and let the bloke know that who owns the land that we're leaving. We have to let him know when we arrive and we leave, which is, good, because he obviously wants to know when we're here and when we're not here, which is, perfectly reasonable. Very nice bloke. Yeah, Jay's feeling it this morning. He had too many beers and whiskey last night. I'm all right. Yeah. Right. Until the end. Boo. Right, so just before packing up, I thought I'd do a quick breakdown of everything that I take out on a day or a weekend. It doesn't matter to me, the pack stays the same. So I haven't packed this away yet, but you've got the 3x3 DD green tarp, the Frontline DD hammock, the DD under blanket, and the DD Dura 2 XL as the sleeping bag. That is a sleep system. I was too hot last night. I shouldn't have bought the under blanket. I was sleeping on top of the sleeping bag. It was well hot. Little rundown of everything I bring, whether I do a night or a weekend or whatever, it pretty much stays the same. So the bag is the Tactical Assault Pack 90 litre short body. Fantastic bag, awesome bag. Spare paracord in a pouch on the front, in the hood, hats, etc. First aid kit, got quite a decent kit in there. Axe, knife, saw, tea and coffee. In there's the metal container for the cup, nesting cup. That goes together, but I just add a tea. Spare litre of water, so okay, 2 litres of water. Plastic plate, plastic knife and fork. I have got steel, stainless steel frying pan, well seasoned, doesn't stick anymore. Little kit with salt, pepper, oil and other herbs in it. Fire lighting kit, or different methods of fire lighting. Bushbox XL, you know, if you know about those brilliant bits of kit. Leather gloves for picking up the hot pans and cups, etc. Catapult and shot from Jacoby Catapults. Wash kit, standard wash kit, you know, biodegradable wipes, toothpaste, toothbrush, a deodorant and a little shampoo. Repair kit, it's got bits of like for repairing holes on tops or tents and that, you know, glue, everything I would need to repair anything in any situation. Knife from Mason Bushcraft Knives. Electricals, a head torch, power bank, spare batteries, normal torch and charger leads. But that is just a quick rundown of everything I bring. Whether it's a day or night, you might say it's excessive, but it's too much. You don't need to pack that much for a night, but I keep the weight the same so I can get used to it. It's all about getting used to it. You keep lowering your weight, and then when you do go heavier, you find it, you struggle more. So I'd rather not struggle more. And by the time I pack that in, that all fits comfortably in there with space in the top of the pack, on top of the sleep system for food and alcohol. Right, we're going to pack down now. See you shortly. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below if you want a more detailed rundown of the whole pack, how it's packed, how I pack it, you know, going into the first aid kit, the brew, you know, the brew kit, the herbs, spices, oil kit and wash kit, etc, etc, etc. Let me know if you want a more broken down detailed video on that. I'll do it separately. Have fun. So that's it for the night. I was there, where was I? I was there between that ash and the ash behind the oak there. Wouldn't even know I was there. Jay was there between the ash and the oak. That's where the fire was. Wouldn't even know. Let me come back out a bit, zoom out. There we go. Hey, JJ. There we go. Leave no trace, guys. Just footsteps, footprints and memories. Leave no trace. Same bags, look. Tactical assault 90 litre short back bags. There's Jay's, he's got the camo. Couple of military pouches on the front there. Mine's the olive green. That is packed all wrong. It does look a mess. It's not always packed like that, guys. Right, leave no trace. Ta-da. Till the next one. Thanks for watching.